Baggage Express. And Michael has been one of our better attendees for 1 Million Cups. And he is a prime example of somebody who's coming to 1 Million Cups and taking advantage of meeting people and really, getting into the community and learning a lot. I'm going to pull up Michael's website, but before I hand it over to Michael, I'd like to thank our other sponsors. So we have West Rock Coffee, who's provided our coffee for every single 1 Million Cups to date through the Chamber of Commerce, and so we're really thankful for them for providing that. Also, Design Matters for capturing this video every single week, which is a huge, huge value for our entrepreneurs presenting, because they then have a piece of content to share that gets seen by hundreds of other people. Also, Web-Jive for supporting that effort as well, and helping do some of the setup for that video. And then thank you for everybody who comes every single week. We actually are going to tell you guys a little bit about some special prizes and stuff. So stick around after Michael's presentation, because the people who have been coming every week will be rewarded. So without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Michael Eason.
Thanks. I'm Michael with Passenger Baggage Express. It's a supplemental luggage tag that bridges the communication gaps between the airlines and the passenger when needing to recover delayed and lost luggage. It recovers it at a fraction of the time it currently takes. It's a story actually behind PBX. My brother and I are co-founders, and we both worked for the airline. And so while I was, we graduated from, we were born and raised in Malvern, Arkansas, and we went to school at the University of Central Arkansas. Once we graduated, we both started working for the airline out here in Little Rock Airport and the Bill and Hillary Clinton Airport. And so this particular day at work, I took it upon myself to take over that particular part of the operation, which was recovering delayed and lost luggage. And so I walk up to the podium to get ready to, start the process. And I look out at the corner of my eye and I see this lady. She's like storming down the hallway. And it's 4 airline booths before you actually get to us. We worked for U.S. Airways and we were on the far end. And so this lady is storming down the hallway. And so I'm getting everything ready, and I'm saying to myself that this lady is upset. And I know there's not any, flights going out, so I'm like, this is a delayed lost bag claim that, she's about to do. And so I'm keeping my eye on her, and I'm saying if she stops at one of these other airlines, then it's going to be a great YouTube moment. And YouTube just came out, and I was like, I'm going to get an immediate 1,000 hits and, be real famous. And so by that time, my supervisor comes out, and they were like, are you familiar with all the updates to the new system on doing a delayed claim? And so I was like, well, once I get started, it'll all come back to me. And so I look back up, and this lady has passed like 3 airlines. So I'm saying to myself, I'm like, uh-oh, the odds are not, so great, of me seeing one of them, get cussed out. It's starting to come, to me. And so the supervisor then he looks at me and says, Mike, well, let me do the first claim, and then after that, you can do the rest. So just start going back there and start researching those bags and get everything ready. So I look back up, and this lady has passed all airlines, and she's coming down the exit row. She bypassed the entrance. She's coming up the exit row. So I turned back to my supervisor and said, that's a good idea. So he gets up, and he gets ready. He asks the lady, he says, ma'am, can I help you? And all she asked was, where's my bag? And he said, well, can I get some information first? Because we learned to get in the airline industry, we learned to get your information, tell you where, so we could see where you last flown, and we could tell you that's where your bag is at, so you'll go on, So he was like, can I get your information so we can, find out where your bag is at, and blah, blah, blah. Well, the lady replied by spitting on him. So my brother and I, we went home that night, and we said, how can we prevent that from happening to us, And so we came up with PBX, and we said, is this a problem worth solving? And so we started doing research and found out that every year 25 million passengers experience the same pain and frustration as that lady did. And passengers and airlines spend billions of dollars every year on this problem. And so we were very novice about the startup world. And so we joined Innovate Arkansas. And I mean, those guys were great. They took us from where we were just talking concept, and they got us to this point now. And so we met with Ted and Mike and Tom and Vicky, and they're just all great people, and they helped us out. And they told us about the ARC Challenge. And so my brother and I was able to do PBX full time. And we developed a supplemental luggage tag that when you grab your PBX tag, before you check your bag in with any airline, you're going to register your immediate contact information on it. You can create your profile where it'll be easy for you in case you walk in and that permanent tag is gone. You can just scan it with your phone, or you can access the website, the home page, and you can click and you enter in the last 4 digits that's on the back of the PBX tag. You register your immediate contact information, and what that does for you, for what you have done for an airline agent, is you eliminated the process of them trying to identify you, trying to research who you are, where you're at, and them trying to contact and find out who are you still on your trip, which airline are you're flying on, because if you ever transferred if you start out on Delta Airlines and you transfer to American Airlines, Delta Airlines has your information. American Airlines loses your information, your contact information. So when your bags get lost, that's why it takes days and weeks for them to be able to return it, because they don't have your immediate contact information. And so that's what we created. And we recently acquired a partnership. It was real difficult getting into the airline industry. It's very, very difficult. You have to make real critical contacts in order to meet the right person, in order to send you to, the right individual that has a network. And it's just one company that does a network for over 450 airlines. We have recently acquired that partnership with them. And so your luggage tag, you will be covered for with over 450 airlines once we get the partnership and the contract signed and agreed, both parties, and send it back. So, but that's pretty much, that's Passenger Baggage Express, and we encourage you to register, create a profile now. Once the contract is signed and everything, then we start charging for our services, and we're going to do something special for all the people that are logged on early. We actually get people that signs up every day that goes to our site, and so if register now, and we guarantee we'll take care of you when we start charging for our services.
Good job.
Oh, can everyone that asks the question tell us who you are and who you're here with?
Okay, I'm Sydney Brazel, and I'm with the whole thing. So I was just wondering, how much is this going to cost me when you actually start charging?
We have a variety of subscription prices. You have a 14-day subscription, which is just $7. You have a 90-day subscription, which is $10, and then you have a 6-month, which is $12.99, and then your year is $18.99. So.
Cool. And when I was on your website, I registered, and it said something about an app. Are you going to charge for your app, or is it going to be free?
It's going to be free.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be free.
I'm Glenna Cook with Notables, a company that provides music for young children that they can actually learn on. But I think this is a great idea, first of all. So each time you travel, you would need to get one of these, right?
No. Once you travel, you register once, you never have to travel again. You just access your profile. You walk into an airport, grab a tag. If you don't have one already on your bag or you carry on, and you just grab a tag that's going to be at our PBX stands, and you just enter in your PBX ID number that's on the back and add it to your profile. And
Okay, then I need to understand how how we're paying. You said that we pay, like if you're going to be gone a week, you would pay for 7 days, or if you're going to be gone for more than that, you'd be paying for more than that. Okay, do you do that? When do you do that, and how do you do that?
you do it as soon as you walk in. Well, you can do it at any time. Majority of the people will know about us when they walk into the airport. And we'll have our PBX tags as soon as you walk in our podium. So you'll grab a PBX tag, you immediately register on our podium, and then you can subscribe to however long you want your tag activated. A lot of people will buy the 90 days due to the fact that they might have golf clubs, and if they do the 14 week, the PGA Tour or whatever. They want to keep it activated due to the fact that they might not get it returned, for a month now, or, it might be some kind of language barrier that's overseas or something like that prolongs it and keeps it delayed for over a year and becomes lost, and the airline agent just hasn't got to it until then. And so they'll be able to contact their passenger saying that we have your your golf clubs here, and we can get them back to you. Just give us a call, and we can give us your information, that kind of thing. Plus, with those tags, you're bypassing having to call 1-800 numbers. Airline agents will be able to contact you due to the fact that this is a simple process for them. All they're doing is entering in your PBX ID number, and it's going to automatically send you a text and an email with their name, their contact information, and your reference number and all information that you need in order to tell that agent to contact you and return your luggage.
Okay, and now how will the app work for us?
The app, the partnership that we have acquired, airlines, they build the back end for airlines agents in order to recover, actually deal with everything as forward as luggage. Inputting a delayed claim, scan luggage data, they do it all. And so what the app is going to do is it's going to give you scan luggage data. You're going to be able to just enter in your luggage tag number. You'll pull up where it's been scanned. You'll be able to get alerts from when your bag is getting set up for delivery to get sent back to you. You'll be able to access a lot of different services with the app.
Mason Gratiot with the Bond Exchange again. So this is more of a push of information from the airlines to that troubled passenger who lost their bag, as opposed to a pull. You're kind of making it easy for the airlines to go ahead and say, I know your bag's lost, I've got it, here it is, here's where it is, here's what we're doing with it, as opposed to making me call and saying, where is it?
Yes, our initial phase, which is what we have built now, is more of just sending the information. But later we will get to where you can pull that information with that partnership. We'll be able to link to their system, and they'll be able to we'll be able to pull that information from, our customers will be able to pull that information from the airlines that they need about their luggage.
Hey, Michael. Mike Steele, ABC. Hey, so let's talk a second about where you are in your financing.
Okay.
Specifically, talk just a second about Kiva and what your plans are with that.
Okay. Well, we're applying for a Kiva loan at the moment. We do have to pay for this partnership. They have opened it up to where we can subscribe to their services. And so we have to pay a fee in order to get connected, and then we'll be connected for a year. We are also looking for the investment so we can, purchase our inventory and marketing. We need a lot of help with marketing as well. But we need to purchase our inventory so we can put our PBX tags and stands in our Arkansas two local airports, and because that's how we're going to be able to attract our customers. And so we need that inventory in order to access the market.
And what's the total amount that you're looking for?
$4,000 on the Kiva.
So just a slight plug for a couple of weeks from now, when we finish up the Kiva application and get it out there. Kiva came to Million Cups a few weeks ago and did a talk on crowdfunding. And this is one of those examples of a company that can use a little bit of money to go a whole long way if the community and the crowd, so to speak, wants to help them out. So we'll be letting you guys know about this so that you can push it out. And of course, we'll be doing it with 1 million cups and everything else. But shameless plug. So.
It's Mason again. One more. It sounds like you're putting a more or less a billboard up in the airports, hoping people kind of take interest as they pass by, and that's obviously these are expensive, slick inventory items. Do you have efforts to go out there and kind of hunt the travel groups, such as teams or spring break groups, church groups, those that hunting packs instead of just kind of hoping people passing by take interest?
Yes, we're actually needing help with that. We don't want to approach them with we don't have our marketing package together and professional, and so but we've done a beta test in Northwest Arkansas already, just to see how many people will register, how easy it is for them before they get onto the flight. And we were able to, between 3 hours, we were able to hand out like 200 tags. We had like 40% sign up, and they said it was real. 100% of those said it was easy to register, quick, and it was just a variety of different people. The focus groups are tough. The IATA, which is a lot of RFID technology that you insert in the bags and things like that. He's actually the director of the IATA, and he said they have a problem with the, certain groups because different people fly for different reasons, and it's hard to just focus on if this person in this group is going to buy a 14, day subscription compared to they might buy a 3-month or 6-month, and so it's very hard to kind of gauge and see, where your target market is.
John Chamberlain with Fund for Arkansas's Future. Have you looked into membership organizations? Looks like this would be a great benefit for AAA or AARP or others.
Yes, we're currently doing that now. We're trying to find that connection that can, get us a meeting with those groups. But we haven't. We're struggling with it at the moment.
Any other questions? Great. Well, we same thing that we did before. If there's one thing that this community can do to help support you, what would that be?
Register and subscribe, refer. Anybody that's just traveling, have them register. And anybody that knows anyone that's like with AAA, has a travel agency or that can really promote it as well. Like I said, we plan to keep the company here in Little Rock, create a lot of jobs. We're going to need a huge IT department because airlines are traveling worldwide 24/7. So we just refer, and we create a lot of jobs, and hopefully, and we can give back.
You can already get your bags registered on this, and it'll help take care of them?
Northwest Northwest Arkansas Airport, those airlines can use it, airline agents, they can use it. But we had to connect with World Tracer because everything is done through World Tracer, which is the company that we just acquired a partnership with. Airlines subscribe to World Tracer as well, but they're on the back end, as far as taking the information, scan luggage data, things like that, and they're airline specific. Well, we're going to put everybody on a universal platform. We're going to put passengers on a universal platform, so it doesn't matter what airline you fly on, whether Delta, American, Southwest, you'll be on a universal platform, and they will be able to contact you.
If we register, will you let us know when it's really available?
Yes, we're going to send out push notifications. We're going to send out push notification emails letting you know that we're connected, it's ready, and you can subscribe and activate your tags. One more.
I'm Bill Cook, and I used to travel with the federal government quite a bit. Traveled all over the southeast U.S. Now, would I try to get that money? I would try to get that done through you, and I'd pay for the money, and then I'd have to bill that to the federal government. Would that work?
You're saying like paying the, say for instance, like a luggage fee or whatever to get that on. We wouldn't want to touch that due to the fact the FAA, the Homeland Security, they got so many different rules and things that prevent us from being able to do it. But no, you would have to still go through the government in order to get that done. So.
Well, another aspect of this, the places I flew into often were very small airports. And would you be involved with small airports also?
Yes. All airlines pretty much use World Tracer globally. So it doesn't matter if you're in Australia, anywhere. If you're in that airport, probably 80% of the airlines that are in that airport uses our service. So they have access to be able to contact you. And it relays in your language. So you'll be able to still receive English text message or email when they input your information. So.